There is something so wrong with the dichotomous way of thinking because it takes away from the complexity of real life situations. This is not to villainize the people who think this way, but to create awareness because a lot of people are ignorant, and that's okay for now. Because after watching this video, you're going to pull up your Google, your AI, and you're going to do your research. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Okoli Fineachuku Antonia, and today we're going to be recreating look 2 of my 36 makeup looks challenge. Hashtag Ifneachuku's 36 makeup looks challenge. We're going to be dissecting a very interesting topic while we do my makeup. So sit tight and learn. Some of you may be unfamiliar with the phrase dichotomous way of thinking. It's basically the black and white way of thinking where something is either good or bad, white or black, right or wrong, two extremes of situations where every other thing in between are pushed aside, why it's either this or it's that. You know, I don't blame people who think this way because society, religion, a lot of things have conditioned us to think that if it's not done a certain way, then it's wrong. Let's use this as an example. In some religions, it is inappropriate for a guy to braid their hair or to put on earrings. I do believe that people should be allowed to just be themselves and exist freely without all the judgment and confinements. The look basically has a turquoise blue all round, and then the royal blue is focused in the middle. Okay, let me use me as an example. In some cultures, religions, and societies, it is unheard of that a woman will have her hair cut this low or just strutting around with her hair in this form. And to me, it's a personal choice. To some people, it may be wrong, like as a woman you should not have your hair cut, and I'm just out here, doing my thing. I don't believe that should apply to me. If I don't believe in said thing, it does not apply to me. If you don't think it's appropriate for you to cut your hair as a woman, I completely respect your belief. I have no questions to ask. It's okay as long as it's what you believe, but that does not mean that if you don't have alopecia or any hair disorder, you should not have your hair cut. This is literally a personal choice. It does not have anything to do with how I see myself or how I see the world or how I see women who have their hair on. There's a round thingy here, so I'm going to use this is my eyeliner. I'm going to use it to make a mark there. I'm using my water activated eyeliner from Handayan. I hope I didn't butcher that. Oh yeah, so I'm going to place it here. It's going to dry. I'm not going to use a concealer to do it because if I use a concealer to do it, it's gonna get messy and I'm going to need to set and everything. But this just dries down and stays as I put it. I'm just going to use my hands to draw. Oh my god. And then I'll just like make it look like the earth or something. Oh my god. I believe I'm doing a great job. Okay, so back to the topic. People basically become very judgmental when other people are freely doing things that they have been conditioned to believe as wrong. And to be very honest, that could be very, very draining, seeing people just live their lives when you may not be able to do that thing, even if you wanted to do it. This is basically me calling out to everyone. If there's anything that you don't believe is right, it's okay for you not to do it. there's no judgment whatsoever. Don't do it. When you see someone else doing it, like people who choose to have their earrings on, people who pierce their nose, people who pierce their ears multiple times. I'm talking about this in the fashion and creativity space because that's where I am, and I've literally seen people go off with the most interesting assumptions just because of the way I choose to express myself or the way other people in the space choose to express themselves. To be very honest, it's very unnecessary. If you don't like that thing, don't do it. It does not mean anything bad about you not believing that, but it becomes negative when you start to impose your ideologies or your beliefs on other people just because they chose to express themselves in a way that you don't believe is right. Life is not all black and white. There is a whole lot of possibilities out there. People believe differently, and it does not mean anything bad about either of you. People grew up in different places. Everyone has their own beliefs, and that's okay. That's what makes us who we are. Let's all just refrain from calling things wrong just because we don't believe they are right. Because something can be in between. They don't need to be right or wrong. Some things are just in the middle. They are not black, they are not white. They may be red, they may be blue. Like my eyeshadow. They may just be any color, but not black or white, because black and white are the two extremes. While there's red, yellow, blue, pink, brown, orange in different shades. Before we get to them, I'm going to be using my glitter glue to add blue shimmers to my eyeshadow because I want my blue to pop. The blue in the inspo is very, very, very much popping, and just want mine to look, scream the yum yum. Oh my gosh, this is making me tear up, but it's okay because the finished look is always perfect. It's always perfect. Oh my god, I'm so in love. You guys already know how we do it. This is not the finished look because I'm going to still do my eyeliner and fix my lashes. There's also something that comes down like this, but that will be after I'm done with this eye and my eyeliners and everything. Now I'm going to be lining my eyes. I'm just going to do a little wing and then call it a day. Oh my god, I do not want this wing to extend. Guys, I remember when I literally used to go to TikTok to watch how to draw eyeliner, and then I would practice, and literally it would be so funny, but like funny in a good way, not in a way where right now I'm thinking that version of myself did not do her best, because she definitely did, but it will come out so interesting. And now in hindsight, I'm like, that was so interesting, but as at then, it was a miracle to me. It was very pretty to me, and still is, right? Because as long as it's me, it will always be pretty. I don't care, man. So yeah, there are people who even think that doing makeup is wrong, and there are also people who think that doing makeup is not entirely wrong, but when you're doing too much of it, it's wrong. There are a lot of things going on in this world, and if people could just hold on to their own personal beliefs while allowing others to live their lives freely, maybe the world would be a better place. I'm cleaning off so that it will be sharp. And I'm not cleaning up with concealer because I don't want to do the extra clock. Keep clocking that till I say stop. I'm going to fix my lashes now because time is of the essence. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not shy. I'll sing it again and sing it right. Time is of the essence, of the essence. I try to please you. I don't need no I'll come back with my finished look. My mirror is down here and I'm just now time for the finishing touches. I'm going to go in with white concealer first under my eye to make it pop just a bit so I don't need to blend. And then I'm going to go in with this tiny brush and I'll pick up some of the turquoise eyeshadow. I'm just going. I'll use the powder to both blend and set. You guys, in the look, a silver highlighter was used. I don't have one, but oh, I think I do actually. Oh, I don't have a silver one, but I'll use a silver eyeshadow to improvise. After that, then I'll use this same brush to pick up my dark blue eyeshadow. No, I have a brush I love to use for this. Yo, wow, look at it here. So in this one, I'll basically dab. I'll kind of blend a bit to give that ombre effect of Queen Afia. That means you are seeing it right in Igbo. I said this in my former video, but just in case you did not watch that one, I'm Igbo. But I don't know if the Igbo part entered the one for TikTok, just in case you're watching on TikTok. But yeah, that's basically it. A bit of my eyeshadow went beyond its jurisdiction, so where is that? So I'm going to just clean it off, clean up the excesses. A big teardrop comes first. I'm using this glitter, this thing to make an oval shape, and then this one is a bit little. I'm going to use this. I'm going to rub it off in my hand so that the blue pigment will go out. I'll use it to pick my silver glitter so that it will not be all over the place. Oh my god, Jesus, my glitter just spilled. Oh my god. Oh my god, Jesus.
A few moments later.
Please, we need you here. Period. Time for the highlight. Oh my gosh, I have not used my highlighting brush in a wild minute because, to be honest, I just love my blush to be there. I mean, highlighters are very, very beautiful. I look like, I'm a model, but right now I look like an Okiai. All these bald models with their... Ooh! Have you ever been to Google? Like, have you ever searched up... Okay. Guys, I just finished filming a whole long video of me putting my this. Oh, at least I thought I did, but apparently I haven't been filming. I'm not going to pretend to film it again. So basically, I used a silver eyeshadow to do highlighter because I don't have silver highlighter at the moment, and then I used my silver glitters to do these little teardrops because that's what my inspo has. And I also did this. I don't know if you entered the video or if I filmed it before then, or I'm just filming it like and I've not filmed. I'm going to do a lip combo, but you go to my next video for that one. This is the finished look, guys, and I'm so glad we had this discussion. As always, I'm staying extra. I believe that we've all learned one or two from this video. Try not to impose your beliefs on others. Just because you don't think something is right does not mean it's wrong for another person. Feel free to drop your views on this topic in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your beliefs, your ideas. Just bring them on. I know we ate with this look, so stay tuned for look 3.